Hi guys, it's Crystal City, your homestead, and it's time for dinner. So, today we are making Supreme Pizza Chicken Bake. It's supposed to be low carb and hopefully really delicious. So, the first thing I'm going to do before I do my chicken is I have some peppers and I want to slice them just in slices like you do fajitas or whatever. And if I have extras left that I don't use, I'll put them in the bag that I have of slices in my freezer. Which I probably saved too many out, but that's okay. And we are getting nailed with the storm. I haven't called Tom yet, but I imagine they're driving home in it right now, and it's nasty. We're supposed to get a lot of snow tonight. And a lot of really bitter cold weather. I love Michigan. I just don't like our weather. But I don't want super hot either, so I guess we're stuck in Michigan. I just don't like all the snow. If I don't have to go anywhere, or my kids don't have to go anywhere, I don't mind it so bad, but you know, I worry about all my kids and my husband and everything driving in this stuff. And it's not that I don't trust their driving. It's just because we live in Michigan doesn't mean there's not stupid drivers out there. You know what I mean? So, all right. So, there we've got those sliced up. Now I'm going to open up my chicken. And this came from the freezer as well. And what I'm going to do is, I've got 3 breasts in there, and they're all really, really thick. So even on the recipe, the lady said that, you know, if you buy them from the store, more than likely you can double it because, you know, our chickens now seem to be really big. But anyway, so I'm going to cut these in half. And I'm going to put them in my greased pan over here. But that way 3 breast actually feeds everybody that will need it to feed tonight too. So, and Tom will still have to work tomorrow regardless. I'm going to cut that piece of fat off of there. We don't need that. That one didn't want to start cutting. That was weird. Alrighty. So let's put this off to the side. I don't need it anymore. And let's pull this pan over here. Now, in the recipe, preheat your oven to 400 too, by the way. This recipe, it talks about how to do it with tomato paste and all that, but if you guys remember right, I used pizza sauce the other day, and well, you know, I'm all about using up that stuff first. So I'm going to actually use pizza sauce instead of creating my own thing, because there's no point in making that sauce if I already have stuff in my refrigerator to use up. Then, you know, we all know what pizza sauce leftover looks like. You don't use it up. It's not pretty. So, use it up. And look at that. It's just about enough. Look at that. That's going to be nice. So then, we're going to add a little bit of mozzarella cheese. We're going to put that over each piece. And that's up to you how cheesy you want it. But to me, pizza should be cheesy. Some people don't believe that. I do. And then if you remember right, we had some of the, my brain just went blank. some of the pepperoni that we had the other day and we didn't use it all. So now we're going to put pepperoni on each one of these pieces of chicken. I know sometimes I forget my words dead center and my son will go, words? Well, they used to help me with my words when I'd forget them. And he's like, they'd threaten me. We're not going to help you, Mom. I don't think it's Alzheimer's or anything like that. I just think that sometimes we forget what we're saying. Or maybe it's just me. Maybe I don't know. I drop some here. So we can use up some of the stuff, and I won't still use all this pepperoni up. So I'm sure I can use it for something else too. But like with stocking up on stuff like that, I mean, you look at how many times you can pull stuff out and you'll end up using it here and there. You know what I mean? And I think that's a good thing. I'm going to put that back in the baggie. And we'll go back in the fridge. So I've used one thing up and partially used another, right? So there we go. Alright. Trying to find something. Hold on, I think I left it in the fridge. I did leave it in the refrigerator. Now, I had a few diced onions left. I know they say to put slices on there. But you know what? I still have some diced, so let's use those up. So this way, from yesterday to today, I've used up that whole onion that I had. Now we're going to take those peppers and put them on top. What's funny is that I seen this and I'm like, oh, we need to do that. And actually, I never ordered deluxe pizzas. My pizzas always have the same thing on them. Ham, pepperoni, mushrooms. Alright. Isn't that looking pretty so far? Ho, 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 ho. Alright. Then, you know, I recan my black olives. So, I could have used a smaller one, but Tom brought up the big one, so we'll use them. Wasn't going to make him go back downstairs to get me more. So we're going to have a lot of black olives on there. But that's okay, because we like black olives. If you wanted to add green olives or add other things to it, by all means, it's your pizza, do it. And then, it doesn't say so on the recipe, but I'm going to add a little bit more cheese on top. So I might as well use this bag up. Look at that, something else out of my refrigerator. Now you're going to put this in a 400-degree oven for 30 minutes, or ever how long it takes for your chicken to finish. Make sure it's completely done. So let me clean up this mess and I'll show you what else I'm going to do for dinner. I thought today, well, what can I do as a side dish? Because sometimes when I'm making my plans, I don't allow for side dishes. I just pick the main course out and then I kind of figure it out later. And I thought, well, I'm going to the farm market today at Fresh Time. I could probably just get a salad mix or something. And then I thought about it and I'm like, no, Chris, we're cleaning out our freezer. Well, I have all these different veggies that I bought from Sam's, and they're steaming bags, but I actually don't like to cook my vegetables in those bags. I just feel weird, and it's okay if you do it, but I personally just feel kind of weird, because it's like, I don't know, I just do. So I put a little bit of butter in the bottom of my pan. And they're not completely thawed out, but mostly. I could have probably used a bigger pan, I think. And this, somebody said they like my little smiley face, and there's spoons to it too. Actually, a friend of mine on YouTube got it for me, and I think she doesn't want me to say who bought stuff, so I can't have you ask her, but I think she got it on Amazon. So I'm gonna let that melt, that butter melt, and in the meantime, this is for my bacon friend. I'm going to chop a little bit of bacon that I've already cooked. This is actually one of my boys' favorite things. They get upset with me if at Christmas and Thanksgiving if I don't have bacon in the green beans. So, I know a lot of people will do it in grease. I do it in butter. I just think it tastes better. I'm getting down on my bacon, so maybe over the weekend, if Tom works this weekend, perhaps I should get the rest of my bacon out and get that baked up. Because that's what I do. I bake up my bacon, and I have, I think, 4 packages of bacon in my freezer that would probably fill a gallon bag. Then when I get down to the very bottom, see how it gets to the little pieces, then I just grind it up in my little food processor and make the bacon bits. But I already have quite a bit of bacon bits from those end pieces that I bought. So I might just leave these bigger for now anyway, to use them like this. Tell me, doesn't that look good? My mom, she always made it too, and I loved it. Oh my gosh, you guys, that chicken is looking amazing. I'm going to turn this down a little bit because we still have 20 minutes before the chicken is done, and depending on the weather, what they're driving through, I'm looking outside. Ugh. It seems like it's been so bitter cold this year, and just snow, even if it doesn't stay, like we still have ice on our road. They never plow down here. We live on a one-way, and it just, I have to call the city every time, and it hasn't been bad enough we couldn't drive through it, but yeah, it kind of sucks. So I want to remind you guys, if you have a channel and you want to add to the Frugal February, I do have a couple other channels that are in there right now. They've got each a recipe, and, you know, give them a look. And I'm hoping that this is helping you guys, like if you want to clean out your freezers, to be able to, you know, have ideas of what to make and on how to use up some of your things out of your freezer. I do want to make a video. I don't know if it'll be this week or next, but I want to do a video on, and I need to write notes for myself, on how to fill your freezer, how to fill your pantry, different things. I know, go out and buy it, right? Well, there's the end of that video. But there are other things that I feel is necessary, and yeah, so I will get that video done either this week or next, and I think it'll be great. And if you guys have things that you think that should be put in there, you know, put it in the comment section or whatever, so that maybe I'll do a public post or whatever they call that, community post, so that maybe you guys can put your ideas in there too, so that we can kind of incorporate it. Because I know we've done prepping videos, but I did have somebody say my dream would be to fill a freezer. And sometimes you actually can fill a freezer. And I don't want to give too much away before we do the video, but sometimes you can fill a freezer for pretty inexpensive. And hopefully I'll give you ideas on how to do that. So I'll be back, and we're going to cook this stuff up. Looky, looky, isn't that pretty? Oh. And then there's our green beans. I think that's going to be one heck of a good meal. I do check my chicken temperature, by the way, but I also do it the old-fashioned way. I cut open the biggest piece to see if make sure it's done. Because sometimes when it says 165, it doesn't seem cooked to me all the way. So I always double check it because I don't want raw chicken. So that's just how I do it. But Tom and Courtney are on their way home. It's taken them a little bit longer because they said it's like driving in a, what do you call that? Snow globe. So hopefully, you know, because they have a 2-hour drive home. So hopefully it's not too bad and they'll get home okay. So I will keep this warm until he gets close, and then I'll get everything served up and we'll meet you at the table. Well, it's supposed to do this until 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. Beautiful, huh? I don't think so, but anyways. There it is. Ugh. Well, hi, Tom.
Hello.
How's the weather?
Rotten. Absolutely rotten.
He just got in here later because his wiper fell off. Not a day to have it fall off.
Nah, not a good idea.
So there's his pizza, deluxe pizza chicken. We think.
Good.
I already cut it up, but just bigger pieces, I guess. I forgot you have a small mouth.
Yeah, I got a small loaf, remember?
Sure.
I'll bet you all your people believe me.
I doubt it, but anyway. And those are those green beans we got from Sam's. Everything out of the freezer, again.
Delicious.
We're doing good cleaning that out, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty, we're going to let the hungry man eat because he's going to have to get up super early, like probably 1:15, 1:30, so that he can shovel. Because our grandkids got to be able to get in the house too. So we're going to have an early morning tomorrow, we think.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. So you guys have a blessed night. Be a blessing. And goodbye, Tom.
Bye, Tom.
Bye, Jack.
Bye.
You guys have a blessed night.